you freaks and geeks out there in podcast land. It's Wednesday, March the 29th, and you know what that means. You got yourself a brand new episode of the Doctor's Orders podcast with the 512 Foot Doctor. The podcast where I meet with some of the most creative and influential people that I know to share stories from the ride of life. As always, I'm your host, the 512 Foot Doctor, coming at you live and direct from the one and only studio of Life or Death. If you're a returning freak or geek, thank you very much for checking back into our regularly scheduled appointment. And if you're new here, tuning in for the first time, welcome to the Freaks and Geeks family. Freaks and Geeks, Volume 4, Episode number 33 of the podcast. It's about to pop off. Get yourself prepared for it. It's a dope one. Hell of a banger. Solid conversation throughout the entire podcast. Big storytelling podcast. Talking about comedy, talking about radio, little guitar talk, big life talk. Put your hands together, freaks and geeks. Another returning buddy of ours. So been supporting the podcast since day one, so shout out to you. Appreciate it. Again, put those hands together, freaks and geeks. Episode number 33. Cass. Here we go. One thing, and this is, I know we're recording, but I really don't give a fuck. We can edit this out or I'll do whatever. I've been working on like repeated phrases. I'm terrible with
Sure.
But like a go-to. And I'll even watch like professional sports. That's when that post-game, pre-game interview, I want to listen to some fucking diction. Is it diction? Just speech in general. Like level of intelligence to speech. I want to listen to that.
Right. It's like, I don't know. One thing I always saw with what I always loved about President Obama was his ability to give a speech. Mm-hmm. And he was kind of an example in any speech class, probably.
Yeah.
In my speech class in college, about how little or
he's got a speech on
pauses that he uses.
Oh yeah.
And how well he can.
Yeah.
Just talk about anything in transition.
Yeah.
And
because a fraction of those are teleprompted. But then there's the shit that it's just fucking live, like
right.
What is it called? Town hall meeting or some shit like that. Not off the cuff type shit.
Yeah, off the cuff, like he was top tier.
Yeah, damn, I got to check into that.
Yeah, and even scripted, that takes a lot of skill to even say something you've memorized without pausing.
One of my worst ones previously, and I addressed it as what was for sure. I remember one episode I entitled For Sure because, like, that was my follow-up to a lot of the shit. And now I think it's fucking I got to work on that. Like, is there anything, what am I working on? Am I working on just not saying the same shit over and over and over, or am I just
I think it's being more confident in the silence and the pauses.
Yeah.
Not confident, but, like, more comfortable. Like, just take the time, maybe. I don't know. Listen, that's kind of what they told me, at least in speech.
Yeah.
So that's that's what's in my mind all the time.
Yeah.
When I'm talking, but
so I'll listen to myself for sure because I got to edit the motherfuckers and I got to listen to how much shit I repeat. But currently it's and that one's hard to fucking. You did it right there. That one's hard to get around because it's a general pause phrase. It's
right.
It's the brain saying say this so you can think of a little bit more shit and then throw it on top of that. And then if you need to say it again, do it.
Right.
So
yeah, it's like you're freestyling,
a little crutch
almost.
Yeah. Yeah. Trying to get away from that. I used to do for sure. Now I say yeah a lot, but I say the yeah, and it's more of a I'm with you. Keep going.
Right.
And I think I need to cut that.
That's the way I use it, and that's in Asian culture. That's the way they use it as well. A lot when they're talking and they will constantly be like, yeah. And it's always like one or two yes or three, you know. And throughout your entire, you could be having a speech and they'll do that, and it's just, they're just saying, "Yep, we're still here. I'm checking. Yep, I'm following you."
Another thing, and I don't know why, I've really focused on stopping this at like work. I don't do it here. Repeating the phrase like twice, like, "Oh, how's your day?" or "Good morning, how's it going?" "Good, good. How are you?" Like you don't need that fucking two goods in there. That's just me, and I feel. And again, this is all personal shit. Like doing that double thing. Like, what is that about? Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Do you ever do
That's
that?
just yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's, I'm always in my head about like, what do I say? Why did I just say that? Or
But I found myself doing that double. I don't want to call it double take, but double response quite frequently.
right. Yeah. I mean, you know, in some cultures it's a lot more common, so it's like whatever.
So, I mean, this is just off the cuff, but let's open it up with like our traditional question. We're going, I think I brought this in, I think 30, it's a fairly new question within the last like 6 episodes, and we're definitely running with it. Just based off the fact that I really got away from like shoes in general. Didn't talk shoes a lot. And not that the podcast Freaks and Geeks is supposed to be solely about shoes, but it's got a heavy presence. I mean, that's what I definitely fuck with on Instagram. That's how I got started on Instagram. It's definitely got away from that. So, what you got on feet? What's up with it?
I got Asics on. Just bought a new pair.
Are those new?
Yeah.
Where'd you get those at?
Academy.
Okay.
Yeah. Training for the Capital 10K.
Oh, shit. Are you running in those?
Yeah.
Those?
Maybe not. I'm kind of thinking about upgrading.
Those are like trails, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Are y'all? So is do you feel? Have you ran in those?
I've already put like probably 20 miles.
No shit, and you're good on it.
They're okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they're the same model that they issued me when I was in the Army, and I ran, you know, probably a couple 100 miles on them. Too many. So I kind of trust them. You know, we were just going back to that, like, you have the model that you trust. Yeah. It's like, this I know, like, what I'm going to get out of them.
Oh, reliable.
You know? And I was like, well, I don't know how serious I'm going to take training for this. And I'm starting to take it more serious because
that's cool.
I mean, 6 miles is a decent run. So,
have you timed your mile?
Yeah. So I'm running like 12 miles a week.
Yeah, that's all right.
Usually 3 miles right now. So I'm running at a 10-minute pace.
That's cool.
So I'm not like trying to, go too fast. Yeah. So tomorrow I'm going to run 4.5 miles, and then we'll see how my pace is.
Where are you running at? In just the streets?
Yeah, around town.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I've done about an entire lap around the town.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
I was disappointed when they shut the fucking high school field down. I want that track. I remember that fucking track, walking it, running it, working out on it was fucking sick.
I mean, it's easy to pace yourself too. Like it's so ridiculous.
And then you can fucking pull off to the side, do a little push-ups, do a little crunches, do fucking lunges, do whatever the fuck you want, knock it the fuck out.
Know your distance. You don't need a watch.
No, exactly. You could hit the bleachers. I loved hitting fucking bleachers a couple of times back in my prime.
Well, and that's what I need too, because I mean the route for the Capitol 10K is up Congress, around the Capitol building, and then down, I forget what street it is, basically to Terrytown.
Okay.
And then back, basically coming back up to Cesar Chavez, and then you're going to cross over on the Lamar Bridge, I think.
All right.
So you're doing that whole loop.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of elevation.
Yeah.
A lot more than you
Those
might
hills
remember.
Will fuck you up.
Around the Capitol, there's going to be some decent hills.
Yeah.
So we'll see. It's going to be fun. But
so I think so you're saying that the military issues ASICs? No shit. Is that all or just one brand?
The Army does, and at least did then.
Yeah. Do they issue any other like gear for fucking ASIC specific shit? Pants, shirt, just socks, just shoes?
No, so ASICs like comes out when you go to basic.
Oh shit.
They did from us.
Yeah.
And they're like, get up on this machine. We're getting everybody like exactly what they need.
Put your feet on the thing and
yeah,
the little mat.
Yeah, pretty high speed machine, not like maybe the typical one. And if you needed custom insoles, they
so they
measured
were
them out
throwing
right
y'all
there.
fucking prescription shoes.
Yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
The fact that ASIC has a fucking collab, I would never thought about that.
Yeah, and then that's also why I'm like, if the Army's, they've probably done a little bit of vetting.
Oh yeah.
You know, maybe not the best, but ASICS is a pretty reputable.
Oh yeah. Have you seen the like Nike military boot? That's kind of dope.
They were not within regulation for a while when I was in.
Yeah.
I think they're in now.
Did you know that the fucking shoe, the Batman bat shoe from like the Michael Keaton era was a Jordan?
Wow.
Yeah, it's a Jordan brand. I want to say, fuck, here we go. I got to get this right. It's I want to say 7, but it's not a 7. It's a 6. It's all black Jordan 6, and then they throw the fucking little like shin guard and shit on like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I'll look up a fucking photo of it real quick, but that's something that some people out there might not fucking know is the fact that shoe, which would lead me to think like, where else is that being incorporated? I haven't looked much further into it. And there's definitely a shoe presence in like cinema, in movies and whatnot. But for that one to be like a hidden, not necessarily Easter egg, but it's what they used. They didn't tell anybody. You can't really ID it like in the movie. I'm not sure if you can.
And it's also, it's like, that was a conscious choice. Somebody picked that.
Yeah. And then to like add on that Batman fucking aesthetic or like armor or whatever the fuck it was.
So I'm sure those are worth some money.
Yeah. Let me see. It's pretty fucking dope. I think they're, I don't want to say in Smithsonian, but they're somewhere just tucked off in a little case and shit.
Right.
Let's see. Batman. Let's check this out. Here we go. Yeah, it was a 6. This one kind of looks funky. So there's that. Let's see.
That's awesome.
You can really see it.
Oh yeah.
That in general, but yeah, that's fucking killer. That's a fucking fire piece right there.
Right.
That and the fucking mag from Back to the Future is definitely one of the tops.
Oh yeah,
out
absolutely,
there.
yeah.
But I mean, shoes are also featured in like Jumanji. I think that's like based around Reebok, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. Yep.
You got fucking Nike. Goddamn, it's not. Is it Nike Air Command?
Jumanji, his dad's
was a shoemaker.
Yeah,
in the factory. Right. So that's cool. But in White Man Can't Jump, there's like Nike. I think it's Nike Air Commanders or something like that. Right. I might be wrong on that, but don't fucking criticize me if I am. They're in that. There's just so many fucking films that feature a shoe. Like a real shoe out there. Even on like the Back to the Future realm, sure you got the mags, but fucking Christopher Lloyd, Doc Brown, he rocks a pair of like Nike like orange specific. I don't know what the fuck they're called. Shoe janitor, don't fucking destroy me on this. If you're listening, you should be, motherfucker. But he rocks an orange pair in Back to the Future 2. And that's where, well, like Back to the Future 1, Marty's in like a pair of red and white, red on white Nikes, red swoosh. They weren't Cortezes. They were something else. I don't really know. That motherfucker knows, Freaks and Geeks. If you want to ask him, fucking shoe janitor, hit him up. He's got all that information. But you got it in there and just really present in film and in movies. It's really cool to fucking see.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, there's Jordan boxing shoes. I'm sure there's wrestling.
Definitely boxing shoes. Those are fucking dope. I don't know somebody's been sending me that. I don't know who the fuck it's been. I think it's been you.
It might have been me.
I've seen it a lot. I think it was you.
My nephew's been doing boxing, and he's one of those.
I think it was you.
And I can't remember, but when I was in boxing, I had either Oscar De La Hoya or Jordans. They were red and white. Yeah. And I can't remember.
I remember ASIC making a dope little wrestling shoe. A little high.
Oh, yeah, right.
White
yeah,
with the, or black with the white little ASIC logo.
Yep, yep.
Those are fucking sick. But no, dude, I fucking love ASICs. From fucking, I've got a pair, and fuck, I hope. My favorite ASIC pair is the pair from Kill Bill, which is an homage to the pair from Game of Death with Bruce Lee. But in that, like, ASIC is weird because you got ASIC and then you also got, I'm going to butcher this. Hopefully I didn't. I might pull this one the fuck out. Onitsuka Tigers. Do you know that?
No.
That's still ASIC. Let's see. It's, I don't know if it's foreign or like an Asian, like, rep of it.
Right.
Let's see.
Like Ford sells different cars, like in Australia. You know, it's
What are they? They got a different brand out there?
Pretty much.
What is that? Do you know what that is?
I mean, they're Fords.
Yeah.
They just have a lot of different models, different engines, different specs because environmental quality and whatever.
These joints right here on
Oh, yeah.
Onitsuka.
Right. Legendary.
But those are still like ASIC, I think. I
Right.
could be wrong, but I mean, that's it right there.
Yeah.
So, but I have the Kill Bill, and it's weird because I tried to stop talking about shoes in movies, and then I bring this fucking thing up. It's like, that's really weird. But I have this. Well, I don't think it's this specifically. No, because hers are more of that. But I have the. I think it's Gel Light 5. These joints right here, and they got like a little blood spackle on the inside and shit like that. They're very detailed.
Wow.
So that's the Gel Saga 2. We were mentioning, I got a pair of Gel Saga 3s on the floor over here. I think they have Gel Saga 1 through 5, I feel. There could be more than that, but they all have this Gel Saga like insole, and they're good. They'll take you wherever the fuck you want to go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to check those out because I'm flat-footed. So.
Yeah.
And I need to get my prescription insoles.
Yeah.
I'll probably do that before the race.
But those joints over there. So I was telling you before we fucking started recording, they got like a split tongue.
Right.
It's dope. It's really comfortable. It doesn't get in the way. You don't got to pull anything up. It does. You know how tongues can like creep towards the front of the toe box, and you got to pull them back up.
Yeah, well, mine always like go to the side.
Yeah, for sure. I can agree with that too.
Yeah.
But on that butter, like I don't. It's split tongue. Something wants me to call it like butterfly tongue. I don't think it is. I think it's just split tongue. That's pretty fucking dope. And
you don't really like. It doesn't feel different.
Nothing at all.
Yeah.
You gotta that's a 10 because I couldn't find them in 10.5. But those work really good for me. And I never fucking tie them. I just leave them like that.
Right.
They'll do whatever the fuck I need. I took them when I went to Marfa. When I went out to West Texas, took them to Marfa. That was my fucking Marfa shoe. Took that out to fucking Terlingua. Took it to Big Bend. And that motherfucker just lasted the entire way and took well.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
I fuck with them.
I'm gonna try that.
I got those at like Nice Kicks, I think. And that's not a name drop either, but check it out. Have you ever been there?
No.
Yeah, that's an Austin spot. They got some Cali spots too, but it is an Austin store. I think like a boutique they would call it. They're on, where the fuck are they at? Guadalupe on Austin. They used to be at a different location, but now they're at the old Toy Joy.
Oh, okay.
So they got that whole fucking thing in there. It's pretty cool. They've got I don't know, the aesthetic inside is really cool. They've got like a couple of guitars too, which is kind of odd. It's like, why would they have that? But
Austin.
Yeah, a lot of people do. They'll just throw that fucking thing in the corner and like they get somebody lucky to play it, they'll play it. So
yeah, I am looking to get possibly a pair of like custom leather boots made.
What's your thought on the Tecovas?
What are those?
Those, it's like I don't want to call it local, but it's a fairly new boot company. And you go in, I think there's maybe 2 stores in the city, but there's one on Congress, and they go in and they fit you all up and check the feet and shit like that.
Yeah.
And they've got the square toe box, they've got the rounded toe box, they've got the kind of not pointed.
Oh, we're talking about cowboy boots?
They've got a lot of shit. They've
Okay.
got a lot of shit.
I'm talking like more like almost dress casual, like work.
They got
casual.
like some Red Wings or what?
No.
They got those joints.
Okay. I mean, those aren't bad.
Are you trying to get some laces? Something with laces?
Yeah,
or what? Yeah,
something like that.
I do like a good Red Wing. My stepdad's got some fucking pretty dope little. They might be Red Wings, but
The only thing about that is like I have a pair of leather boots that are like really just like minimal, really thin, really comfortable.
I don't like a heel though. But I mean, I guess you got to.
Neither do I.
You know, these are dope. These fucking the Knox. Those are more like motorcycle riding boots. I feel, and are like kind of work boots.
Right.
But you don't want to work in these motherfuckers here.
No. I mean, some of those aren't too bad though.
These are sick though. But they're up there in the fucking 3s to fucking 8s.
I mean, that's pretty typical for any boots though.
Because it's meant to last.
Yeah. I mean, you got to actually make those.
Yeah, but those are dope. The fucking Tecovas.
Yeah, I might have to check them out.
What is a pair that you can always go back to, always pick up, always like want to keep in your rotation?
Air Maxes.
Air Max? Okay. Yeah. Holy shit. Do you know about Air Max Day?
No.
So, okay. I'm not a big Air Max guy. I really don't like them.
I mean, I don't. It's been a long time, but like, you know.
So Air Max Day, and they do this every fucking year, and I don't have that much knowledge on it. I wish I had. We got some. March 26th. It's coming up. When is it already passed? Tomorrow. Holy shit. So March 26th, since 2014, Nike has taken the full 24 hours to commemorate one of the most sentimental footwear technologies that they own on its own holiday. So they've got so many fucking Air Max. Like, I don't know what they got the Air Max 1, which is their first one, and then they started going by like year models. You got a favorite one on that, or just them in general?
Yeah, just in general.
I don't like the 95, and I don't know why. I bought a fucking pair knowing like I don't like. They've come a long fucking way. Yeah, that's the 95.
Oh yeah.
I don't like that bubble.
Right.
I don't like the panels. The Air Max on the bottom. The panels are just fucking. I don't like that shit. Yeah. But they've definitely.
They were hot though in the day.
Yeah.
For a little bit. At least.
So that's dope. You're an Air Max guy. Fuck yeah. Do you have any currently?
No, I don't. All my collection right now is pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
So.
Would you say you have a collection of shoes, or not even one?
No, not really.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. I want to show you the Air Max Day shoe. They got one specifically for it, which is kind of cool. It's like white, red, and it's got like some green on it. There, yeah, this one right here.
Oh, yeah.
This one's pretty dope. A little green on the tongue.
Yeah, I'm sure they've made billions off that shoe.
And that Nike Air technology is pretty. There we go. They're kind of dope. I fuck with them.
Yeah.
But yeah that's the one, I think.
Right.
But now they have like the Vapor Max, where it's got like the bubble all the way, different like little pod bubbles throughout the sole.
Yeah.
You ever seen those? Those are fucking pretty expensive.
Yeah. Did you hear about the ones that were like banned from marathon running?
Mm-mm.
You should check those out.
It's an Air Max specifically?
I don't remember. They were Nikes though. I think they got it overturned more recently, but at one point in time they were.
What do we got here?
As if they were an actual advantage.
Okay, the Zoom Alpha Fly. Yeah, Zoom Alpha Fly.
Yeah.
That's pretty insane, dude.
Yeah, I want to get a pair of those.
That's cool. Those are cool.
I'm not trying to be a professional runner. I'm just trying to get healthy legs through the end of this race.
There's oddly enough, dude. There's a lot of like banned shoes. Jordan got a couple of his colorways banned as well. I mean,
why not?
Yeah,
it's only going to make him more popular.
Yeah, no, they banned his shit because at the time the NBA didn't have, or the NBA didn't agree with. I don't know. They had some sort of rule that said you have to have a third color or some shit that goes with your jersey. These were all black and red, and they were like, you got to throw fucking some white in there.
It's got to be like team theme.
Yeah, they're fucking hard as shit though.
Yeah,
let me see. And then they released them after the fact with like a little X on them. Mm-hmm. I think it's those. Yeah, those are pretty fucking sick. So, I've always wanted a pair. Don't have a pair of those.
Nice.
Yeah. But, all right, that's shoe talk, man. Cool. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
I remember you were, I think I wanted to get off of shoe talk, but I remember I took you on a fucking ride to pick up a pair of fucking skunk dunks. What was your thought on that? Like, what did you think when I hit you up about that?
It was like a drug deal.
Yeah.
It was reminiscent. No, it was just so. I didn't really know anything, and it was so in that way. It was more like a drug deal. Like it was just like I'm on this ride along, and then you get out and both y'all pop trunks and like swap shoes, and then you're out. It's like
no, I mean like I brought you. I needed to bring somebody along.
You just never know with that shit.
With that one specifically, that one. Let's see. I guess we can use this. So that's that rate on. Where's mine at?
Do you still have them?
Uh-huh.
So do you keep all yours or what?
Yeah, I don't sell. Yeah. But that's it on StockX, fucking 2,400.
Yeah.
I bought them for $4 that day. Yeah. And I was like, I have to get them. I don't remember even when. That was pre-2018.
Maybe 2015.
Yeah, that was
16 maybe.
Yeah. But, I mean...
It was in the old world.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure it was. When you could do that type of thing. When you picking up a fucking pair of skunks for $400 in a fucking Walmart shopping center parking lot in the city of Austin, Texas. Like, fuck.
I mean, first, like, the price thing is going to be different. And then also, just everything else has changed.
Yeah, and that's only skyrocketed since. Like, the one that shoe's never going to come out again. And this is the dope thing, because we just talked about fucking Air Max Day. They do a 420 release. They didn't do one for the past couple of years. They've been hit and miss the last, 3-5 years. But they've done a 420 release for quite some time. And it's picked up in popularity.
Right.
Everybody kind of wants them. They've got a Cheech and Chong one. They've got that one. They got a White Widow one. They got a Strawberry Cough one. They got just a bunch of just weed themed shit that drops on that day. And that's what I mean. It's a high commodity. It's pretty dope.
You fuck with Cheech and Chong?
Yeah, only the first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I never saw any of the other ones.
Yeah.
I'll fuck with their Christmas special all day long. Have to. That's a solid fucking little thing to throw on there.
Yeah.
But what about you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, at least a couple of them. There's a few that are just
pretty good.
I mean, there's two that are good.
Yeah. The first two?
Yeah. I don't know if they're the first two because I feel like they did something before. But yeah, they were a good team. Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. And then they would did the little they did a tour with War years back. I really wanted to fucking go see that. To see Cheech and Chong and War, that'd be fucking sick. But I never fucking made that happen. I wish I could. War is definitely a band I would fuck with and go and see.
We're gonna try to go see Sublime and Slightly Stupid at Coda.
Oh yeah? I think I've heard about tickets for that
June
going
or
out.
July.
That's dope.
Yeah. Been wanting to see Slightly Stupid. Had a chance to see him in Whitewater, but
where's
didn't
that
end
at?
up happening.
Whitewater Amphitheater? Is that in the area?
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, over in New Braunfels.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. They've opened up I think we talked about this a little bit last time, but the Waterloo Park, they have that Moody Amphitheater there. That's crazy.
Yeah, we're going to run by that on the
No shit. Yeah. They have the Blues Festival because they used to, and I know we're kind of fucking hopping along to random fucking topics here at Freaks and Geeks, but fuck it, stay tuned with us. They used to have this thing called, I think it was either Aquafest or Blues Fest that was down there. And
Blues Fest for sure was down there.
They're bringing that back this year. And I think Los Lobos is headlining that. Yeah. So that's pretty dope. I'm not going to go. I definitely fuck with Los Lobos.
Yeah, good for them. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool. And I think they had somebody there last night, somebody decently big. They're really trying to use that fucking amphitheater as small as it is, and right in the heart of the fucking city. They're trying to book it for major events. Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, there's even going to be a band playing during the race.
Mm.
So I think it's going to be like a high school band, though.
Yeah. That's what's up, though. But no, that...
But yeah, the Moody, I mean, anything Moody, really.
Who is that? What is that? I don't know what the fuck that is.
An old rich guy.
Yeah?
Big philanthropist.
Yeah?
So.
Fuck. Little Rockefeller or something like that?
Ish.
Yeah? For the area?
Right.
Because there's
more
like...
for the state, but...
There's the Moody Theater is ACL's shit. ACL Live's venue, I think.
Yeah, Moody Theater, Moody Center, and the Moody Amphitheater. That's so
weird, dude. I'm like,
Moody
I don't know.
Bank.
I don't know why I've just started to hear about this. Like,
they're everywhere in music.
Yeah,
all of it. Yeah,
that's crazy. That's fucking
big foundation.
Yeah. I knew nothing about that type of stuff. That's odd that they just like randomly like for me they just randomly start to pop up and fucking just take over. So I've questioned it lately, but that's good to fucking know.
Yeah, the Moody Center supposedly has got like awesome audio or whatever.
Yeah, I haven't been in there.
Engineered really well.
My mom went to go see some comedian there, the puppet guy.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's their stick. Not me.
Yeah,
not me. I don't like that kind of comedy.
That was definitely. Early, what was that, like late 90s, early 2000s comedy?
Yeah.
The same when like Larry the Cable Guy and that whole run.
Can't do it. Yeah. Have you been fucking, because you've been hitting me up lately about wanting to hit some comedy shit. Have you, what have you been watching lately?
Yeah, I watch a lot of Andrew Santino, Theo Vaughn. I do one where it's just like, it's on YouTube. It's just shorts of, random comedians that are coming up that I don't really know too well. But yeah, I fuck with comedy every day. I mean, it's coming up. I need to start going to a show.
Yeah, we gotta hit some shit at some point. I think I mentioned I sent you a thing about Santino and Bobby Lee coming.
Yeah.
What do you think? Are you trying to hit that? It's in like San Antonio and Houston. It's a little far off.
I mean, Andrew Santino, yes, for sure. But Bobby Lee, I don't know. He's not the same.
Yeah.
I don't know if you keep up with him. He's going through some shit. He's gone through some shit for sure. It's just like, it's ruining the vibe. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's not
go and deal with your shit and then, like, I don't know. Just, like, I get everybody's going through shit, but the way he's dealing with it, it's not very funny.
Shout out to him, though. He does his fucking thing.
Good for him. I mean, good luck.
Yeah, for sure. I think he'll make it through it. But I hear him on some of the stuff that the podcasts that he's on, and he definitely
apparently
has some shit to share.
Brandon Schaub and the fighter and the kid. That caused that whole thing.
No shit. I don't know about that. I just know he's gone through just shit in general with his life and like fucking.
Well, the recent breakup. With that girl he was doing the podcast with.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I got you there.
But you were big into the Kill Tony thing when that popped off.
I started getting back into it.
Yeah.
And that was like, I got into it during the whole fucking pandemic lockdown.
Right.
And I got it heavy.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't shit to do. And if this motherfucker's going to come out every Monday night with the hitter, fucking something funny for me to watch, I'm down.
I remember you were like telling me the pandemic was still like heavy, and I was like, fuck, I'm not going to these shows in Austin. I don't know,
And he was still doing shit in LA during that. And I mean, what they have fucking more strategic and or stricter fucking COVID protocol at the time there.
Right.
It was crazy to see that because he went from fucking selling out the fucking Comedy Store every fucking Monday night to like 6 people can come in to like no one can fucking come in. Yeah. And then they did the home thing. This motherfucker still did it at home on a Monday via Zoom, him, fucking Red Band, and like that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, anything via Zoom with like, I mean, Yeah,
he
there's no
still fucking
feedback.
did it.
Yeah.
That's correct. Yeah, there's no feedback. But then, like, they go back to the Comedy Store, still no audience for a fraction of time. Similar shit. But the
Right.
fact that like people were still watching, I guess it's like you want to support a motherfucker that's out there trying to
Yep.
duke it out with the
Yep.
fucking invisible.
They're
you know?
they're making it. You know,
Yeah.
they're chasing their dream, and it's like, you know what? Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, it's not like hometown kid type of shit, but it's like
No.
a fucking not local hero, but it's like, you know, that dude's out there swinging for the fucking
Yeah,
fences
he's
when the
taking it,
fucking
yeah.
world's fucking crumbling.
Right, and he's
Yeah.
out here trying to make somebody laugh.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
gotta
But,
appreciate that.
In all honesty, dude, that's you that got me on fucking Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
I didn't know shit
Yeah.
about him. Did you know anything about him?
No, I think that was just like the LSD in the air. You know, just chose that.
And you just put that on?
Yeah,
Really? That was a fucking fire
I mean,
special.
crazy.
Fire.
I don't know if I can watch it again.
I
without
can't. It's
being
not
on.
out.
Yeah.
Like, I can't. I wish. I think I watched it one more time, but holy shit! I even talked to him because I went to see him at Cap City, still pre-pandemic and shit. And I was like, "Yo, I tripped acid to your fucking one shot," and he was like, "Okay, that's fucking sick. That's what's up." For the first time ever, and he was like, "Oh shit, that's cool." Smoked a little fucking J, got the little fucking Audi, and fucking rolled out.
Yeah.
But he killed.
It's like the one shot about it.
Yeah,
was
that
like,
was beautiful.
Was the way they pulled it off was epic, and you know, it just made like the LSD experience way
yeah.
more.
And the fact
It
that he
seems
brings
so much
it
more
up,
real. There was no
Yeah.
cuts.
Yeah.
You know, you were in it,
yeah,
and
he-
it seemed like that's how you knew, and that was pre-pandemic. So that's how you knew that he could do a show virtual. Period. Like it didn't. There didn't need to be an audience there.
yeah,
He can. There's just something the way about his show. He can bridge that gap.
seeing him live has been a fucking trip. I've seen him that time live at Cap City. I've seen him multiple times at fucking Kill Tony when it was at Antone's, and then I've seen him a handful of times Kill Tony when it was at Vulcan.
Yeah.
So that was a blast in its fucking self.
Right.
Your boy was going through his fucking own shit, and I think that's here
Yeah,
and there.
I heard about that. Yeah.
But
I mean, we've all got a past, right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, and it sucks because like the shit that I was going through, I abandoned that for sure. I mean, if you look up it, like I've got it present. I had it in the previous fucking studio, and I mean, I had to throw it back up there, but it's just crazy. Like I got away from it for a little bit. Didn't listen to it. Didn't want to fucking fuck with it. I felt like I was giving it a lot of my time. I don't know. I talked to Trent about this, and I'm not gonna like share names here because I don't want to name drop. But I got so into it that I was fucking chilling with one of the headliners of the show, like taking him to a couple of spots, smoking dope with him, and then it just fucking kind of got too much for myself to be continuously like
it's a
doing
different
that.
life.
It's a life that can be done, but you
Can't have anything else to do.
yeah, for sure. But it was cool, and like I'm glad I'm getting back into it. I don't know why, but a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month or two, I was like, let's listen to some fucking Kill Tony. That was really fucking good.
Yeah.
And so I'm listening to it now. I fuck with it. Not as much as I used to. I haven't gotten to like any shows or anything like that, but I'll listen every week. I won't watch it. I was to the point where I was watching it the Monday night releases, like before bed.
Right.
Like I was like, holy shit. Because again, pandemic time, that's going to pop off at 9, 10 o'clock and it's going to last for like midnight. I'll definitely fuck with that.
Right.
It was like a release of a fucking sitcom or a fucking major television show or some shit like that.
Yeah. Well, it was like watching something being born and being part of it.
Do you fuck with it?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Not very consistently.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just watched the Roseanne Barr one.
Yeah. And she's been on twice lately.
Oh, yeah?
Was
The
that
most recent one then?
By herself or with Tim Dillon? The other
By
guy?
herself.
Okay, that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I fuck with the fact that he fucks with her and that she's living in the area too.
Really? I didn't know that.
She's out in the hill country or some shit like
It's
that.
the new comedy capital.
And to kind of piggyback off the whole South by thing, when I went with fucking Trenton, his daughter, again, this fucking guy gets another shout out. Fucking his daughter gets another shout out on the fucking episode. She got one last time. Damn it, she's cranking me out here. But shout out to her. We went to South by, walked the whole thing, and then passed by the fucking comedy mothership. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Did backtrack? Did you ever go to Alamo Drafthouse there?
Yeah.
That was a fucking beautiful theater.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's a shame.
Yeah. I think it's still set up the inside. It's just like, because I think at the time it was only 2 screens.
Yeah. Well, the only thing is it's like basically inaccessible.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the price.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's definitely cool.
Yeah. It looks really nice.
Yeah.
A lot of detail in it.
Right.
Real fucking Alien and or like Area
Yeah.
51 fucking Manhattan Project vibes
Right.
in there. It's
Yeah.
really cool. Bomb shelter type shit.
Yep.
I dig it. I'd like to go. A lot of the shit's sold out,
Yep.
but so many motherfuckers.
It's pretty much always, yeah.
So many motherfuckers are there now. Like you just said, this is it. If there was a point in time where they were preaching like a year or 2 ago, where it's like we're trying to make it it.
Yep.
We're here because we want to make it it. Now
and
it's
we're
it.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's it.
From the fucking Ron White.
Everybody
to,
followed Joe.
Yeah.
You know.
All those motherfuckers are here,
Yeah.
and it's gonna. I don't know if I hate the name drops, but fuck it. I don't know if Tom Segura or fucking The Machine are fucking living in Austin. I feel like Tom is. I feel like they both
I
might
think
be.
That might be the case.
Yeah, I think all the buddies are living in the area. So.
Right.
And that's it, dude. That is the comedy fucking club of
Ron
the fucking
White.
world now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Side note, still in the comedy realm, getting away from like that. I don't know what you would dub that like gang of comedy, because that's a fucking little band of hooligans that are out there to fuck shit
It's
up.
a troupe.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
I don't know what you would label it as, but do you fuck with Russell Peters?
Not really.
Check him out. Have you ever seen his shit?
Yeah. Yeah.
I fuck with
do.
him.
I think he's funny, but like I don't know. There's something about I don't know. I want like a little bit of grit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I fuck with the fact that he's like a global head.
Yeah,
and doing
no,
that
he's
level.
Yeah,
He's got some big shit out there.
Chris Rock
Yeah.
type level.
I'm not a what's the little guy's name? The Rock's buddy? Kevin Hart. I'm not a Kevin Hart fan.
Yeah, what about when he was like coming up?
No, not really.
No.
I'm a fucking fan of your boy Tracy Morgan. That
Okay.
motherfucker kills.
Yeah.
You ever fuck with his TBS show?
No.
I forgot what the fuck it's called, but it's like he just got out of prison, fucking has to go back into all that shit,
Yeah.
got 2 kids and shit like that. That one's pretty fucking funny. I really fuck with Tracy Morgan some shit. Never fucked with him on 30 Rock. I'm not a big fucking Baldwin type of guy or anything like that, so I stepped off for that. But yeah, Tracy Morgan's a funny motherfucker.
Coffee's for closers.
Yeah.
What about man, that threw me off, sorry.
What's that?
Coffee's for closers. You know that reference?
No, what is that?
It's one of the Baldwin brothers, I forget.
Oh.
It's we'll talk about that later.
I got you. But I mean, I don't know, man. Comedy's so prevalent. Think about this, because I'll answer the question real quick. What's your first like exposure to a major comedian?
George Lopez.
George Lopez. Okay.
Yeah.
In what fashion?
One of his stand-ups.
Yeah. Team Leader. That was a good one. Team Leader, and then there was Why You Crying?
Why You Crying?
That one
That was
killed.
it.
Yeah,
That
I
was
remember getting those on CD and fucking listening to them. Those
Listen
were
to
fucking
that
sick.
in the truck.
Yeah. Those were sick. I think my first one was Paul Rodriguez. My fucking parents
okay.
went to see that motherfucker. I think it either OG Cap City or I think it was, or it would have been Paramount. And I think it was called Macaroni and Cheese and other shit or something like that. And this motherfucker is on his cover in a big ass bowl of macaroni and cheese, just fucking I don't know what the fuck. But he was funny. He was the like introduction to, or the gateway to like Mexican comedy.
Yeah.
For me.
He
was Paul.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah, he was good.
Right. What about Kings of Comedy?
I really like that one.
Or Latin Kings of Comedy.
I watched that one once, but I remember the fucking shout out to the fucking OG Summerside crew. Not going to label what that was, but I remember picking up a copy of Kings of Comedy, and that fucking Bernie Mac one kills. Cedric's is live man. With the fucking astronaut car or whatever the fuck. That one's dope as shit.
That was a good era for comedy.
Yeah,
I think
it was really good.
And then there was a little bit of a lull.
Yeah, that special was really good. I really did fuck with that one. But that whole like Kings of Comedy, Latin Kings of Comedy, like women Kings of Comedy, Queens of Comedy, like that was weird that popped off like that. But I guess it started with the OG Kings of Comedy.
I mean, I think it makes sense. Like if you're gonna try to put a big show on, unless you're ready to put the whole show on, like bring other, ballers.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's what we're seeing now.
Right.
It's so crazy that, I mean, like, going back to the Hinchcliffe, that motherfucker is going out and going up before Rogan at, like, Madison Square Garden in the round. Like, that's some shit. This motherfucker's not small time.
He's climbed a ladder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He definitely has.
Very quickly, too.
Yeah.
And it's funny because, like we said, we saw him years ago. He's made it pretty good.
And he had shit. He used to look weird. He used to have this really curly hair. You ever seen pictures of his youth? He was a funny looking fuck. But no, he's definitely a savage in the fucking roast game too. To have like Comedy Central want you to be a writer for that's crazy.
I think Bill Burr's though, man, he's
good.
Yeah,
he's definitely good. I never fucked with his like animated show. What was it called? He had some animated show. I never really got down with that. Yeah.
I thought it was pretty funny. I mean, I like everything he does for the most part, but yeah.
He's definitely got a level of aggression for him.
Yeah.
But I mean, what comedy does it? I mean, you got your Kennisons, you got your fucking George Carlins that are up there fucking shouting the fucking what their beliefs are like, their punchlines and shit. So it's definitely cool.
Yeah, a little. Yeah.
Did you ever fuck with Bill Hicks?
No.
I would try some Bill Hicks out. That that's it. He wasn't. I don't want to say he wasn't born. I don't think he was born in Texas. He might have been. Could be wrong. Definitely big Houston guy. Because there used to be. It was called the Laugh Stop in Cap City, the original one, not the new one out there in the Domain.
Right.
Over there off of like 180 or 183 in that area. That used to be the Laugh Stop.
My sister's dating the son of the owner of the original Cap City.
That's cool. Yeah. That's what's up. So the OG Cap City used to be the Laugh Stop, and Houston used to have a Laugh Stop as well. The little sister clubs, like you'll see with what's that other one? There's so many Laugh Factory, Comedy Factory, some shit like that. Right. And then there's goddamn, there's another one in Fort Worth that's like Improv, maybe the Improv. I think that's what it's called. These little like branded small or not little branded clubs that have a couple of sister clubs throughout the country. But Bill Hicks starts off in Houston at the Laugh Stop, or I think that's Laugh Stop, yeah, and then comes over and fucks around in Austin, does his thing. But he was a funny motherfucker, dude. Oh, yeah. Really young kid, just talking about fucking smoking dope and fucking just observational shit, and also like a big ticket not political shit, but like on to a certain degree some political shit. But he was so fucking funny, man. He passed away very young. I want to say like between 32 and 36, big smoker, huge fucking smoker. That motherfucker was going through a pack of fucking set, and I think that's what just eventually did him in. But he was so fucking funny, dude. Bill Hicks, check that guy out.
When I lived in Colorado, for a while I was working in like basically Denver, and I was living in Colorado Springs, and it's about an hour drive. And there was a radio station that would do like 5-10 minutes of just comedians all day. Yeah. And man, I don't think there's a station similar around here, but I wish there was. But we should talk radio.
Yeah, that's a beautiful segue because when we were talking KLBJ, there's going to be, stop saying it. Again, back to the whole fucking for sure's likes. I've said name drop. I don't want to name drop. It's going to fucking happen. Fuck it. Deal with it. KLBJ used to bring in a lot of comedians on a Friday. They haven't really done it anymore. But even one of their, they've always had a third chair that's been a comedian.
Right.
Back in early 2000s, it was a dude by the name of Matt Sadler. It would have been Dale Dudley, Bob Fonseca, and Matt Sadler. Then that progressed into Matt Sadler would leave, or Sadler left. I don't know why. And then we go from Dale Dudley, Bob Fonseca to Matt Bearden.
Right.
And they used to always bring whoever was going to go to Cap City. Whoever was playing that weekend would go in and chill with them on Friday and shit like that. And that was pretty cool. Yeah. Never did like a set or anything like that, but just being a fourth chair.
Get to know the guy. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I would fuck with that.
Yeah, they, I don't know, Matt's always calling Chewy out for scheduling.
Chewy's the fucking funniest
I think he's the funniest
ever
on the show.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I'm glad he's gotten, damn, did I get red there? I'm glad he's gotten his 15 minutes or his deserved fucking spot.
Right.
So fucking funny. Because they brought him in when it was Dale, Bob, and Matt just to fuck around. And then Dale Dudley goes and gets a show on KLBJ FM or AM that's completely against what KLBJ AM is. And that goes on. Do you remember that? Did you ever hear about that?
No.
That goes on for, I don't know, maybe a half a year, and then it just goes kaput. Why would you bring someone? They were just trying to do it, but I guess it didn't. You're going to bring someone onto your channel that doesn't follow the beliefs of your channel, because KLBJ AM is how would you describe it? It's super politics. It's right wing for sure, and it's a fucking AM channel. I'm not. Sure, I don't like knocking shit, but AM sucks balls, dude.
Yeah.
But that's what it was. So Dale Dudley goes and gets a fucking an hour show. And they really, it's just that their audience calling in, just disagreeing with them and fucking, I don't know. Who knows? So that's like the first exposure to Chewy that I get. But he's come a long way. Funny as shit. Shout out to him. So this might be the fucking OG Cap City Comedy podcast episode, because I've smoked dope with Chewy in his fucking car in the parking lot of Cap City. They used to do podcasts there, which was so fucking good. So Chewy fucking El Dorado, Eric Alderetti, shout out to him. He's fucking dope.
Yeah, he's definitely the funniest.
So fucking funny, so good.
And it seemed like at some point in time it was upsetting Matt. Because I guess he's supposed to be the funny guy.
Yeah. But yeah. They've gone through so much shit, man. Again, being the fan, like I said, I think I fucked with them since 01 in that era.
So all the characters that call in? Yeah.
Then, there's a lot more now. There used to be this dude named Dan on the porch that would call in.
Yep.
You remember that one? Towards the tail end? That motherfucker was good. Now there's Tesla Dan. He's okay. But Dan on the porch was fucking sick. Yeah. I would have, but yeah, I love all that.
Know who you should get on the podcast?
Who's that?
Who are probably also Urban Xers?
Who's that?
Is Bible Mike and Canyon.
Bible Mike. Is they on there? I have not heard them. I'll have to check them out.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
You should try to get a hold of them.
I'll look into that. Their little sound bits, how they have some people that are call-ins?
Yeah.
Dude, fuck. I used to have one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it was me doing the Shia LaBeouf Do It. It was just do it. And I don't know. I called in. I used to call in quite a lot.
Wow.
I would call into their shit in the morning. I won a lot of prizes through their shit. They used to do a little competition called Head to Head, and I called in, and it's just a little trivia.
Yep.
That was fucking sick. I won some shit to Dallas Marriott or something like that during the wintertime. Pretty dope. But fuck, where are we going? I think I lost my train of thought. Where the fuck was I at? Oh, don't lose it. head to head, calling in a lot. Damn, I lost it. Fuck. Hopefully it'll come back. But
that's the way it goes.
do you know CJ Morgan?
Oh yeah,
CJ Morgan. So CJ Morgan used to be. He's now on 101X.
Right.
And shout out to that motherfucker. He's fucking cool. He used to do a lot of. He used to have a wiener dog. Shout out to the fucking wiener dog. His wiener dog's name was Miles. Bad motherfucker. Paralyzed dog. Savage as shit, though. So I used to fuck with CJ a lot. Calling his show. That's what we were talking about. Call-ins. I used to call them, the fucking sound bit, the Shia LaBeouf thing. Yeah. So I used to call their show a lot. And then I used to call CJ's show at night. So I did this one thing for CJ's show. Not for him. It was like a character that I wanted to do. So weird shit. We're gonna get a little weird with you.
No, I mean that's the way it is. That's what they were just going on about this week.
So I would call CJ's as Dan, the dealer from downtown, and I'd just give him the report from downtown and what's going down through my perspective. Yeah. It wasn't ever downtown. I was in my car driving somewhere the fuck else. But I'd be like, fucking, we got this, we got that. Come the fuck down. We got fucking drug, this, that, and the third. And it's like, all right, Dan, appreciate the fucking update. Right. And then just fucking deuce it. But CJ Morgan's fucking sick. He's a funny fucking guy.
Who's the one that just left 101X?
That's all been like firing shit because there was Deborah and then Jason Dick. Yeah. They fired them, dude. Yeah. Like, holy fuck, that radio industry is fucking brutal.
Cutthroat.
Yeah. And they always say you never get a last show, you just get a fucking box and
you're just
put
out.
Your shit. You're like, and fuck.
Then, here's your shit.
Yeah, to give all of your time to that. This motherfucker Dale Dudley gave 30 years to fucking, I think it was 30 years to radio. 25, 27 to fucking KLBJ, just to fucking say, like, put your shit and get the fuck out.
Yeah, and basically give him like a banishment job. That
do you remember that episode when that fucking pushed him, that got him off?
No, I feel like I don't know. This seems familiar.
I remember listening to it that morning, and then I cut it off because I had got to work. But he was going through some just some shit, just mental shit, and also like not a deficiency, but just something was going on with his fucking medication intake at the time.
Sure.
So he pops this joint that he's not supposed to. That's more of like an evening thing. Gets on the fucking mic and is just saying shit that's fucking off the fucking wall. Similar to the fucking Roseanne thing when she fucking goes off and then like, I'm on this fucking medication and whatnot. Yeah. Matt goes in and is like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? I've been listening to you this entire time since I've been driving up here. Like, you got to cut this the fuck off. And he's like, fuck you. Or this is not what he's like, but he's this, that, or the third. This is my show, blah, blah, blah. And then they fucking can him that day.
Wow.
But full circle, now he's got a podcast. He's got like I think it's like 4 episodes. So he's getting his shit back into it. He was doing real estate, and I think he's still doing real estate in the Austin area. And it was really cool for him to drop that podcast. I think the first episode came out like I don't know, 2 months ago. You should check it out. It's pretty good.
Recent, yeah.
It just sucks that like, excuse me, the most of what he's talking about is just that whole final end of KLBJ era for him.
Right.
But no,
it's a shame.
Yeah. Dale Dudley is definitely a huge inspiration for the fucking podcast. I mean, I got the fucking KLBJ sticker right here, dude, right. Or pin. Like, I loved going that shit. I loved going to remotes. I loved Matt used to go to like HEBs and just chill in the beer section for they call it a remote. I would always go to those, fuck with those. I would go to
Matt Bearden.
Yeah. Whenever they used to do that a lot, and I was like, if they're in the HEB that it like is by my house, I'm definitely gonna go fuck with them just for a little bit. So CJ, I would catch CJ a couple of times, caught Matt Bearden a couple of times, and then like I was saying before we started, I did Audience of One, and it was so fucking sick. Do you know the name Daniel Gallo?
No.
Daniel Gallo. Do you know the name Carissa McAtee?
No.
So these are These are not characters. These are people that were part of the show prior to just Bob, Dale, or Bob, Matt, and Chewy.
Okay.
They fucking, I think Carissa leaves on her own. She wants to go start her like a little craft hobby and like family and shit like that. So shout out to that. That's cool. She was recently on his recent podcast, which is pretty cool. And then Daniel Gallo was the original producer for that whole fucking thing.
That does sound really
The
familiar.
original, they were buddies. Chewy and Daniel were mega fucking buddies. So Daniel Gallo, they fucking fire him like they fire Dale, and then months later, fucking Dale gets the axe, and then we get what we got now.
Wow.
It's pretty cool though. I mean, it's fucked up that they had to go. The current state of the show is
good.
It's good. Yeah, I missed the fuck out of Dale though.
Yeah.
I was a big Dale Dudley fan. He was the head chair. He was the fucking head honcho in that motherfucker.
Right.
But that audience of one was so fucking sick, and they still do it. You would just send Daniel an email, and then like, yo, when do you want to come in? It's Friday. It's fucking early as fuck in the morning. Come in. We got a chair for you. We got a pair of headphones, and you just get to be the fucking fly on the wall in the fucking KLBJ FM studio.
Yeah.
It was sick, dude.
I do remember that. And that's awesome.
Yeah. That was a fucking ramble.
Right. Small world, though. I didn't.
It's so weird because, like, I would have never thought to talk with you about that. And then Trent's in the same boat. He's
really?
like, yeah, I fuck with him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he was like, I remember you talking about Del Dudley and all this other shit. So I was like, I give it a listen. And it's like, well, the modern shit.
Yeah.
He also was there at like the tail end before Dale was fucking offed.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's a good show. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, the rest of the morning shows are
shit.
trash.
Yeah.
I mean, the 101X, what is Nick and
I don't know who does their morning stuff.
I don't like it at all.
No one wants morning like talk anymore, and that's what Dale's was fucking, or Dudley and Bob was fucking just morning talk. We're not gonna play music.
I would prefer more talk from the morning show. They do play music.
They don't want that. The fucking
I don't want it. Yeah.
Yeah. The I don't know, the suits
consultants
of radio don't want just talk. They want
because they're
talk
just
around.
trying to make a mainstream fucking bells and whistles, shiny. Look at this show, like a YouTube ad, a YouTube video.
Bob Fonseca is really cool. He's done a lot of shit in Austin. He used to work at Frank Irwin.
Big record guy.
Big fucking record guy. Have you heard him talk about the Kissamies or the Kissy, the Japanese listening rooms?
No.
I forget what the fuck they're called. Kiss is something. So it's am I level fucking too high? I don't know. Sounds good. 1, 2. It's all right. So there are these major listening rooms that are inspired by just like Japanese lifestyle, very prevalent, very prominent in Japan. It's just a huge room with a fucking bar and fucking clisp la scalas. That's a fucking hard fucking speaker to say.
Yeah.
But those are dope ass little speakers, all fucking I guess hi-fi at that point in time, not lo-fi.
Yeah.
So many records, you can just go in there and chill. Really wood grain fucking room everywhere, good aesthetic, low lighting, maybe some leather, fucking cigar too.
I imagine they do it right. Yeah.
But there's one in Austin that just recently opened up. And he was talking about that shit.
Huh.
But he's a mega fucking record guy for sure.
Yeah. We were kind of talking about anechoic chambers, soundproof chambers. Have you been in one?
Never. I've always seen these images, and I'd like to fucking. Well, I want to use them for the lesser of two, the evil of the lesser of the twos. I want to go in there and get all fucked off and fucking smoke dope and look at fucking images and shit. And
I don't think you want to.
No, you don't. No, you'll go and fucking insane in there, dude.
I've been in them. We have one at work.
Yeah.
We have some that are just like for, semi-anechoic, where they just absorb a lot of the noise. And then we have like, fully anechoic, which they absorb pretty much all the noise.
UT's got one too, right?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I used to go around and test those, and it's really trippy. To be in one like with the door shut. Yeah. It's you hear only things that are going on inside.
It's like
your
third
body.
dimension in there, dude.
Yeah. I mean, if we, as far as part as we are right now, you wouldn't be able to hear me talking.
Damn, that's crazy.
Face to face, So, yeah, it's pretty trippy.
How many have you been in?
Plenty.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you helped build any?
No, I was never part of that process. I was just part of the process of like qualifying and making sure that it is doing what it's supposed to.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, those rooms are out of sight. I'm still looking for one. See what's up on that.
Maybe I can get you into ours.
If you got it.
We'll see.
You got your guitar yet? Have you earned a guitar?
No.
No? Tell me about the like procedure. I'm very fascinated with that.
Yeah,
What's that whole like what's the premise? Why is that like a reward? And then like tell me about the whole just in general.
Right. Yeah, so my company builds audio codecs and boosted amplifiers. And so we're a big audio company, right? And being in Austin, of course, music and audio kind of one and the same. And so our company's makes money basically off of our intellectual property.
Yeah.
Not really, we don't really make the things that we sell. We sell them for someone to make, essentially. Right. So everything is motivated to develop intellectual property. So something, kind of groundbreaking, new, that you can patent. And because of that, it really incentivizes it. So if you happen to develop some intellectual property, whatever that may be, it's in the semiconductor world, they give you a bonus based off of, I believe it's tied to like the value of that idea. And then they also give you a bonus of like building or getting a custom guitar.
Yeah.
So you can choose whatever kind of style you want, electric or whatever, bass, whatever you choose. And, they're high-end guitars. I've showed you some pictures of some of them. And the ones that you've seen, those are just the ones that the company bought for each chip that we manufactured.
Okay.
Those weren't any personal ones.
You get to take yours home or you leave it there?
Yeah, so if you get one, it's yours.
Okay.
Yeah. And there's a lot of guys that have them. There's guys that have more than guitars. They've got amps and whatever else, and they'll continue to buy you stuff. But I mean,
So you get like, do you has Fender gone in there to talk to you about like amplification? Has Vox gone in there to talk to you about that type of stuff? The major like instrument amplification brands, do they fuck with y'all?
We are the top dog.
Yeah?
Yeah. Of any audio amps. Period. Okay. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So we're making the best and the most, the newest technology, and we're doing it.
Yeah.
So we're the guys on the top essentially. But I'm sure there's been collaborations at some point. I mean, we invest in a lot of smaller companies and end up either acquiring them or merging or something like that.
So you passing these guitars on the wall every day when you go?
Yeah.
Do you have like a favorite? Do you have one you've asked like, yo, what the fuck is that right there?
No, I don't. But a lot of the guys have their own guitars, and you see them everybody's always, because we have on-site guitar lessons as well. So it's
shit.
There's guitars everywhere.
Yeah.
You would think it's just like a guitar store almost. So
how close are you to getting that accomplishment?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm, like I was saying earlier, I'm in the battery research and development lab, so batteries are going to be a big focus for everyone in the world.
Yeah. So
we're hoping to be the best in that world soon. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. We'll see. It's a goal.
Are you what guitar are you thinking? You got anything in mind?
No.
No,
nothing yet. But I do want to start taking the lessons.
Yeah.
So You know,
Are you going to jump right in with electric, or are you going to go traditional, old school acoustic route?
probably acoustic.
That'll build those fucking fingers in, and then when
Yeah.
you get that fucking electric, it's butter.
just adding to it. Yeah, right.
Yeah, have you dabbled into any guitar brands at all?
No, not
No?
really. I mean, there's so many guitar heads at work.
What's the most common? Do you know, like, I don't want to. Fender's the most common
Yeah.
there. That's my fucking go-to.
What's the? There's like there's a new one that we have. It's I forget what they were saying. I think it's the one that John Mayer rocks.
GNL.
Maybe.
Is that? I don't know. It might be a GNL, or it might be a. There's so many like acromental like brand names.
Right.
I don't know if it's a GNL or not. What's he fucking with? Let's see.
I'll take a picture of it, but it's nice. It's a little bit small, but it's awesome looking.
Yeah, man, I really fuck with Fender products all the way.
Right. Yeah, they're
PRS.
Yeah.
I think that's an old Fender brand, though, because that motherfucker Leo Fender was on some shit. I've tried to talk about this in the past, but from owning Fender to selling Fender to picking up fucking another brand, I don't want to say that his is PRS, but it might be. He sells Fender because he thinks he's going to die, doesn't die, but starts another guitar company, fucking, at some point in time sells that fucking thing, starts off with, like, just amplification, I think. Then jumps into the fucking guitar realm and instrument realm altogether. But yeah, that's cool.
That's when you know that there's certain people that like they have found their calling.
Yeah,
It does not matter. They're gonna figure out and they're gonna make it in that channel.
Yeah. Y'all fuck with any Gibsons over there?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not a really big Gibson guy. I've never owned one. They're extremely fucking expensive. That's pretty much like why. But I've also tried to like play on some, and they're heavy. They're a lot heavier.
You know, my mom was always a KLBJ fan, and back in the day she won I forget what it was, but it was a ZZ Top guitar.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was autographed by everyone.
Damn.
And
that might have been a Gibson, because Billy Gibbons is a Gibson guy, I believe.
Right. I that's why it kind of triggered that memory. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
She ended up selling it. Man, I wish she would held on to that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think I don't know. That's dope that's one of y'all's achievement markers or whatnot.
Yeah,
throwing out fucking guitars.
Music is huge. Like I said, we had shows during all of South by in our little venue. So they love music and they're all about that. I mean, we sponsor every music festival.
Yeah.
So
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Oh man, we've talked about some good amount of shit, dude.
We're doing a battle of the bands too, a company internal battle of the bands, and then they'll compete in the big one in May.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I think are you trying to get your daughter into or has she picked up a calling for a fucking instrument or something like that?
Yeah, I took her to the studio today.
Oh yeah, that's what you were talking about.
And but yeah, I mean, she's always been huge into music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, started off just a lot of singing and sing along music, movies, you know, all that. But I mean, early on, I realized she was really into singing, so you know, I got her and her mom both love singing, so I got them microphones and years ago, and you know, they've always just been into it. But today, she actually got to sit down and mess around with the drums.
Okay,
and she just seemed to like really love it. So maybe we'll explore that. She's always said she wanted to play violin. For years.
That's cool.
But, you know, buying a violin and then finding someone. I mean, do you know how to teach that?
I've started to dabble into it. I was really timid on it for a long time. And then I was kind of Freaks and Geeks. I've never really talked to you motherfuckers about this, but and I'm not going to jump into it right now. I'm going to keep the conversation going. But listen if you're intrigued or not. At first, I was kind of like said, "Hey, like you're gonna teach orchestra and shit like that," and I was really
that was the first goal.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I didn't fucking know anything about that. I was all fucking guitar guy.
Yeah.
It's like do orchestra first, teach orchestra first, and then fucking get down with guitar second. I flipped that parameter. I was like, dude, I'm a guitar dude. My proficiency is in fucking guitar. All my weight is gonna go into this shit. And I like just little. They eventually just do guitar, and then fucking they took I never really got the opportunity to fucking do orchestra, but this year I was kind of put in that position to like, hey, you're doing it. I was like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. Picked up a little book, so I got very minimal like grasp on it. I can hold it the correct way. I can tune it. I can play the notes on the thing. I'm shit at it for sure.
But you know the mechanics.
Yeah, know the mechanics, and I mean that's just from reading a general method book.
Yeah.
Starting just like the way I started on guitar, same approach.
Did you teach yourself?
Guitar, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I taught myself, and then like later on down the line, I went into some lessons before college and shit like that, and then college was all lessons.
Right.
But yeah, violin's pretty dope, man. Like it's just I don't know. One thing I feel like parents might struggle with is just continuous encouragement and or continuous I guess it's encouragement, but just making sure that your child still has that drive in them, doesn't get discouraged, because an instrument can discourage the fuck out of you, dude.
Sure.
An instrument will make you fail, not
Make
talk
you feel
shit,
like shit.
not make you feel like shit, and it won't say a word to you.
And it makes you feel completely incapable.
It's like this fucking piece of wood has no level of intelligence, but it is fucking me right now.
It's whooping me. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. That's
Similar
probably why I never have.
Yeah,
because
that's probably why a lot of people
the learning curve is so steep.
It's a time thing. You gotta fucking fail. You gotta do shit the wrong way before you can do shit the right way. I feel.
Right. Yeah. You gotta drown a little bit.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I can get down with a little bit of violin and viola, a little bit of cello and bass. I can play electric bass for sure because it just transfers the same fucking strings from guitar transfer to bass, except just less than cut 2.
And violin and fiddle is just the way you hold it, right?
No, it's a tuning. The fiddle's a different. This is a recent question. This is odd that you bring it up. I asked myself this question recently, just before South by, I think, what the difference was, and it's just a tuning. I think the size is maybe the same, but it's just the tuning is different.
Huh. Love both of them though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen a lot of orchestra performances or symphonies or?
Not so much. I've been to. No, I really don't fuck with it, man. I'm not that much of a operatic guy or like a orchestral. No, I have not. In comparison to the fucking guitar, classical guitar, fucking just concert guitar inspired and or band concerts I've been to a fucking shitload of fucking those.
Right.
Can't really tell you how many, but like an orchestra, I don't think I've been to.
What's the big one that always comes to town?
For Christmas?
Maybe.
The Trans-Siberian Orchestra?
Trans-Siberian.
Yeah.
Have you fucked
No,
with them?
I've never. I've heard like their stuff, but I guess just the holiday inspiration. It's just too much Christmas stuff. But they're cool.
Sure.
They're a fucking hell of a show, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
they are. They're nothing to fucking look away from.
Right.
Yeah.
Just not your taste.
Yeah. And then the whole Christmas thing, and then the whole rock ballad type stuff. I'm not really with
you kind of have to have that taste.
Yeah. I'm not like an 80s rock type of guy either. That whole humbucker shit is not for me. I'm a single coil motherfucker all the way long.
I get into it a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a time and place.
Yeah. No, I definitely dig on some fucking Van Halen and shit like that as well. But
have you heard of Greta Van Fleet?
Yeah, that's the Damn it! What's the word? The band.
Cover band?
No, not cover band.
Oh, the band.
That's the Zeppelin. Yeah, there we go. They're cool. They're fucking. Well, when I was seeing them, they're fucking two kids out there fucking taking on the world. You
right.
know?
Yeah. Well,
they were
now
doing
they're
their shit.
Yeah, they're headlining. They're doing their own
Yeah.
tour. They're big time.
That's cool.
Yeah. I mean, they have the dude's got an awesome voice.
Yeah. No, yeah, he does. Yeah, I definitely agree. You can get out that if you want.
Gotta love bands that, start as a cover band and earn their own chops.
Yeah. I have been dabbling with just other local bands lately. Kind of getting away from like just the rock and stuff like that. I don't know what we would dub this. I think she dubs her shit as like denim disco, and I'm not gonna drop the name on this one for sure because I'm trying to get this person on the podcast in the future, and it's quite possible that near the end of the month of April that I'd make that achievement. But it's a female vocalist who's on bass. She's from the area. I think she's from Colorado originally, but she's making her fucking presence known in this area. She's pretty dope, but her shit is kind of a little country, but not really. Again, she dubs her shit as like denim disco, so it's got that country vibe, but she also throws in some
funk.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's somebody. Maybe it was on the morning show, but they were saying, Austin is missing that like disco cowboy.
That's exactly what her vibe is.
Right.
Yeah.
And that is kind of the older vibe of Austin, But I mean, the vibe of Austin these days is just
so much stuff going on.
It's awful.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so like outpriced. You feel like you're just in California, I guess. I don't know.
I think so. So I've been kind of trying to definitely not stay in the area and just branch out.
Right.
But who knows, man?
It's crazy.
Yeah. So that's dope, man. We talked about a lot of shit, from the fucking shoes to the fucking radio fucking things.
Freestyle, pretty much
it was good.
Spitballing.
Yeah, I dug it.
Yeah.
Last we spoke on the last fucking episode, and Freaks and Geeks, if you haven't fucked with it, go back to that one. I don't got the fucking number memorized, but I want to say it was like in the 26s. Could be fucking right on target on that. Could be episode 26. And again, no fucking numbers in front of me. I think that's it. Check out that fucking episode because that's got fucking Cass on it as well. But we were talking about like the whole pizza thing and the whole fucking your sister doing the pop up. Any not headway because any progress with that? What's the direction? What are we thinking on that?
Yeah, so not a ton of progress. We're still kind of exploring the option of doing a pop up, as in like out of the back of a truck type of situation because of the pizza oven. It's kind of unique.
Did you ever get one?
As far as the way it's built?
Yeah.
But no, I haven't got one yet because I'm still trying to figure out what is going to be the best option because I thought I knew what I wanted, did some more research, and it looks like maybe that's not what I want.
Yeah.
And maybe I want to do like a custom thing. So, there's a guy at work that actually is trying to build his own pizza oven, so we're going to see about that and then try to learn from that. But yeah, so we've got a trailer for it.
That's progress. That's cool.
Yeah. Got a logo.
Okay. For your sisters or for the pizza joint?
Pizza joint.
Okay. Are we still doing Death by Pizza?
Yeah.
What's the logo looking like?
It's kind of like off of a tarot card. The Lovers. But there's so many takes on that. It's just it's two skeletons. Kind of arms twisted, in the toast.
Yeah.
With pizza slices.
That's cool.
And then kind of like Gothic text.
All right. Is it Old English?
Yeah.
Yeah. I got you.
Right. And it might come out a little bit different in the end.
Yeah.
And then we got most of the menu worked out.
Okay. Are we talking slices or whole pies?
Pies, whole pies.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably 14-inch.
It's like personal, right? A little larger than personal?
Yeah.
Like two, what, personal is like 12?
It's like a big personal.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like pretty much like a two-person.
Yeah.
Like you're not trying to get full. really, you know.
What's your take?
Or one person you are.
Yeah. What's your take on box pizza? Frozen pizza, excuse me.
You know, it's look, the worst pizza is pizza. All right, so
this one.
are you trying to say like you haven't had pizza out of 7-Eleven or something?
I have not. I have.
You
not.
really?
I have not had
okay.
7-Eleven pizza.
Any gas station pizza ever? Really? Okay.
There's what's that one brand? Damn, it's like really rural. You always see it in the country areas. I forget
Something Brothers.
Yeah, something brothers. Somebody's gonna kill me on this because I didn't fucking remember the name.
They got it up the road. I can't
fucking
remember.
Hunt Brothers. There we go.
That's
I remembered it.
Yeah.
I remembered. Don't count the fucking guy out in the fucking bottom of the ninth. Yeah, Hunt Brothers Pizza. You ever had that?
Yes.
Oh yeah, how's that?
I mean, look, life on the road. You know, you get pizza out.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, I got you. This one from H-E-B is my go-to fucking hitter. I don't like.
It's okay as far as gas station pizza.
Yeah.
You know, let's just be.
Yeah.
Let's clear that up.
This one's my frozen pizza of choice here.
Yeah.
Not that specifically, but Midtown Pizza.
Yeah.
Their shit. Have you ever fucked with them?
Yep.
Yeah. This one's good too. The Motor
Not
City.
bad.
A buddy of mine in Houston. Fucking shout out to them, Douglas Hasman.
Yeah.
He put me on that one.
Yeah. We pretty much like. I don't know. Don't do that a lot.
But neither do I.
But because my wife will just like make a, handmade one. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're good.
Yeah, that's
Pizza's pizza, you know.
Those
For
are really
me.
the only two frozen ones I'll eat for the most part. This Midtown joint, and I'll do this one a couple of times.
Yeah, I never ended up finding out, but when we went by San Mataro's or that
was
new
closed?
pizza joint was closed.
They post a bunch of shit on Instagram.
Yeah, maybe they're moved out of that one, but from what I heard, they had just moved into that one. So.
Yeah. Fucking, I don't want to go back to it. Matt throws out a shitload of like dope restaurant and our little dive bar recommendations.
Yeah, they all know.
Yeah.
They know some spots
Yeah.
for sure.
I'm really more focused on his because like Bob will throw some out, but I think his are more like that rustic fucking back to it disco cowboy type fucking little spots that I definitely fuck with, little dive bars and shit.
Yeah.
He's talked about some Silver Metal Saloon, I think. They got hot dogs or some shit.
Right.
I think so. I don't know. Like I want to check that one out.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man.
Have you done Green Mesquite on Barton Springs?
How's that?
It's pretty good. Barbecue.
Yeah. They got the other one in
for Austin.
In South Park Meadows.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, there's one out there. I've never been to either of them.
Or Cooper's on.
I have. I don't really fuck with their stuff though. There's something about like I don't fuck with that sausage. That's is it kielbasa? I don't know what the fuck. It's where it's the solid solid meat versus ground shit.
Right.
I fuck with the ground. That's the fucking this area's shit. Like,
same. That's some like almost Yankee.
Yeah,
stuff.
But I feel like that's the stuff they throw out over there at Salt Lick though. Is that solid? I guess it's kielbasa. I don't know what the fuck it is.
I've only been to Salt Lake like twice.
Yeah,
I
I've
feel like
never
it's like a
eaten there.
tourist spot.
Yeah, I've never eaten there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I fuck with that ground stuff. But I hear, dude, like I hear it's just the like trimmings of the brisket. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, dude, are we just eating two forms of brisket here? Or what the fuck is up with this, you know?
Yeah.
You're telling me you're going to ground these little fucking trimmings and put them in the fucking casings. Like, did I just get sliced and sausage brisket?
Sliced and diced?
Yeah, like what's up with that? I fuck with chicken sausage, though.
Oh,
H-E-B's
really?
got a killer
I've not
fucking
even-
chicken sausage link. Check that out. They got like a feta spinach one. It's dope. That's fucking good. And then they got
H-E-B, I mean,
they got it.
H-E-B should be running Texas.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, people.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They would
For
do
sure.
a much better job.
One of those fucking managers at the fucking big one
you
would
kidding me?
definitely, making choices. The choices that H-E-B's making are fucking much better than the choices we're trying to fucking execute.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, come
Yeah.
on. I mean, those, like, their pre-made meals.
All of it.
Everybody, I mean, you can ask anybody. They know.
They're taking the fuck over.
Yep.
I think that's for me like one of my favorite things in Texas.
They're like the first responders too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Any big incident, they're the one out there helping.
Yeah.
Like you're not like, oh, when's the state going to show up? No, when's HEB going to show up
and open
and make a difference?
Yeah, like if HEB shuts down, the fight's fucked. Yeah.
They're rebuilding the HEB on Congress. Have you seen that?
That's the is that one on Congress? Yeah. What's the intersection? Old Torf? Congress and Old Torf? Yeah.
That's going to be
that's their new biggest project. Have you seen that Lakeway one though? Their current newest one?
Yeah, it's
I haven't. Have you been there?
No.
No? Yeah,
I've heard.
It's got like four stories or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd fuck with that one, dude.
Yeah. Do you fuck with Buc-ee's?
Yeah, I'm down with them. I used to fucking put their chopped beef sandwich on a fucking pedestal, but I've had to lower that bar. But yeah, I do fuck with them.
As far as gas station options, I think it's on the top.
Oh no, it's definitely on the top. But I think I was whoring the fuck out of that chopped beef sandwich, so I got to go with something else.
They got something in it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but no, everything there hits.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Yeah,
I fuck with that.
Lots of GMO probably.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But little beaver nuggets, those slam. Little kolaches.
I just had those like last summer for the first time. The
beaver nuggets. Pretty good.
Yeah.
And they've now like taken on like more flavors and shit as well. So it's not just that OG beaver nugget. Right. So that's kind of cool.
They're like
get down with that.
Their own brand of Cheetos.
Yeah. Yeah, just for them.
Texas Cheetos.
Fucking Buc-ee's, dude. That's crazy. What else you got?
That's it, man.
I think that's it, dude.
Yeah.
Shit, little improv.
Right.
All right, man. Well, shit. Hopefully we'll fucking... just last little thing. We got to fucking start a little teaser. We're trying to do like a pizza cast, something like that. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, absolutely. A slice and
slice in the chat?
Yeah.
I'm thinking like 30, 45 minute slots, max. Right. Maybe even max 30.
Yeah.
Just drop those.
Yeah.
Be pretty dope. Yep. Hit some pizza spots.
Talk about some of the history of the spot.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Okay, this will be the fucking closing question. All right. And I was thinking about this earlier. And I'll talk briefly through it. What is not the best, but your most like memorable pizza place that you have? Doesn't have to be the best pizza, because I think the one that I'm thinking of, I wouldn't classify it. It'd probably be my top 3 or top 5 for sure. But it's more so like the whole vibe. Like that's I'm picturing myself in that fucking restaurant right now, where it's at, the outside of it, and it's like, holy shit, this is my spot. What is the pizza parlor that's like made the most like impact on you? This is fucking cool.
Well, the one, I guess, to me, like in my image of like kind of fast pizzas, Pizza Hut.
Okay.
You know, the little arcade when you walk in, the old school ones, the booths.
Okay. That's cool. The arcades were fucking dope. The little buffets were dope. Yeah, right. I love me a good little Pizza Hut buffet.
That's just in the red cups.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's just, brings me back.
Yeah, they did a lot of like...
but I haven't been in one since I was a kid. Yeah,
neither. I haven't been in one so fucking long. This one is one of my all-time fucking favorites, and I only like know about it because it's I got family there. But this is Giorgio's. I think that's how you pronounce it. Giorgio's in Lubbock, Texas. This fucking place holds such a fucking like place, and this is the counter. Whew. I don't know if it's cash only or not, but they close so fucking early. They close like at 3.
Wow.
And they host and not host. They proprietary, is that what I'm talking about? They are the owners of like an entire corner of a downtown block down there up there in Lubbock, Texas.
Okay.
So they have a big ass fucking piece of real estate, major intersection right there. But the inside's so dope.
We own a block on 6th.
Yeah.
We own a couple blocks.
No shit.
But obviously different.
Yeah. But this place, and it did survive pandemic. It's still there. I'm not saying it's the best pizza I've ever had, but the fucking vibes in there. You can get a calzone. I think the calzone's fucking slam there too. I think that's
That's just when you know, like, you're not going to be disappointed.
Mm-hmm. I've even had my parents, like, they're like, we're going to fucking Lubbock to do they got family up there. You want anything back? Like, bring me a fucking calzone from Giorgio's. That's what I want. Or a t-shirt from fucking Giorgio's.
Right.
Love that fucking place, dude. Yeah, if you're ever up there, or if we ever go there to check this motherfucker out, it's so fucking sick. Pizza by the slice, calzones, what does that say? Subs and salads.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, love me some Giorgio's, dude.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, we'll check them out.
Hell yeah. All right, Freaks and Geeks. Let me wrap up with you in a little bit. Well, Freaks and Geeks, that's all she wrote. Again, I want to thank our guest, Cass, for coming through, being part of episode number 33 on the podcast, taking a seat in the studio of Life or Death, sharing some stories, sharing some ideas, sharing some mindsets. Appreciate you. Go support him. If you see him, when you see him on that pizza pop-up, go support him because he's always supported the podcast. Let's close this one out. Freaks and Geeks, thank you for listening. And remember, new episodes of the podcast are released every Wednesday at 6 a.m. Do me a favor and go to whichever podcast platform that you prefer and subscribe to the podcast so you get them every week. Also, drop a like, drop a comment, rate the podcast. Do that for the 512 Foot Doctor. I'm trying to get some more downloads, more listens, more exposure out there. So we can definitely use the help of the Freaks and Geeks. Hit me up on that podcast hotline because it's still silent, Freaks and Geeks. I need some questions. We got Freaks and Geeks out there that got questions, and we got guests and myself that have answers for you. So hit us up, 512-522-3814. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram. You can check my handle in the description and continue to tell freaks and geeks that you know about the podcast. Remember, the Doctor's Orders podcast is a Life or Death Studios production. Freaks and Geeks, until next time, we'll see you on the next one. Don't be late.